Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing? Let me add my friends on. Hold on. Instagram just changed everything around. Now I can't see. Let me see. Let me go up here to the top. Oh, they changed the. Hold on. They changed everything, and now I got to figure out how to go live. Okay, so let's see.
Sorry.
Nope, nope. Okay, y'all. I got to figure out how to go live on Instagram
Can you
because
hear me?
they changed everything and
Go
now
to.
the screen looks different. Apparently, I updated my app or it updated itself
Let me help
and
her
I
out.
can't find it. Okay,
Go to
little help,
story and then
Shauna.
slide to live. Unmute me.
I have unmuted you, but it won't let me go to the stories.
All right. So
Up
when
at
you
the
go
top where it
yeah,
says,
to the camera,
oh, it says your story.
and scroll at the bottom where it says
Okay, I
live.
see it now. I see it now. Um, Uh, Hi, Vashni. How are you? Yes, I know I'm live on Facebook, but I was trying to get live on my stories on Instagram. Okay, here we go. I found Instagram. There we go. Let me get some light in here. Just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, Miss Yada, waiting on you. Waiting on my dear friend. Okay. Now we're gonna get Miss Yada in here so she can go live with me. And you can only
Hi.
see my nose. Let me lift my phone up a little bit.
No, you need to bring it down. There.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have to bear with me. I am in a hotel room and in the middle of Pennsylvania. So there. Now we got everybody. Hello, domestic workers. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Okay, so
Hello.
hello, rich nannies. Yes, I wish I was a rich nanny. Hi, Nanny Toto. How are you? I need to turn the volume down on my phone. Yeah, turn the volume down in my ears. Okay. All right. Hi, let's play and learn. How are you? Now,
Hey. I'm good.
today,
Just tired.
today, we're going to introduce ourselves first. In case you don't know me, I am Angela. I am better known as Ask the Nanny. I have, let's see, so many different titles. The third parent. I'm a lactation educator. I am a potty training specialist. I'm a sleep specialist. Um, should I say sleep trainer? I also am a baby sign language instructor, and I do nanny mentoring. I'm a new parent educator. Um, I'm doing Ask the Nanny retreats next year, so be sure to tune in. Stay tuned for that. And hmm, oh, and I make jams. This jam good. And I'm a fabulous, wonderful, awesome nanny and newborn care specialist. And I am an influencer. Officially, as of yesterday, I am an influencer on Amazon.com.
Yes.
Ding!
Hi everyone, I'm Shada Lambert, also known as Nanny Sharz. I'm a nanny mentor, parent coach, sleep consultant, potty training specialist, and I've been a nanny for 16 years. And this is our show, the Nanny Hookup,
How
where
y'all do?
we discuss all things children, childcare, parenting, nannying, and we try to be a sounding board for both generations of nannies, me being for the younger generation, Angela for the more seasoned generation, and we bring the American and US perspective together. Okay? I thought it was my
And over
oh,
50
oh my goodness,
years
the way I
of
panicked.
childcare together. So you can't beat that.
Indeed. Indeed. If you have any questions or any dilemmas, please send them to our email, which is it the nannyhookup@gmail.com?
Yes.
Yeah, the nannyhookup@gmail.com. Send us your dilemmas, send us your topics you want us to talk about, or if you have any questions you want to answer live, please do let us know. And if you have any parenting friends or nanny friends, send this live to them right now. Tell them to join the chat, join the discussion, and let's get acquainted, y'all.
All right. I'll
So
let
guys,
you
I
get
keep looking
started.
down because my laptop's here, but I am here. I'm here. I'm here with you.
Yes, you are. You are here with me. Um, I'm going to let you get started while I share this with some groups on on Facebook.
Cool. So today we're
Oh
going to be
wow.
talking about generational nannies. So the difference between the new age nannies and the generational nannies. And is there anything that we can learn from each other? And what you prefer, or if there's any experiences you as a nanny or as a parent want to add to the conversation, please make sure you comment and get involved in the chat. We want you to get involved in the chat. If you're on Twitter, even better, live tweet if you want, hashtag the nanny hookup. Yeah, let's get going. Let's start a conversation. I want to
All
start off with
right.
saying that I wouldn't call myself a seasoned nanny because I've been in the industry for like 16 plus years, but I am still fairly young. I'm in my 30s. So for me, a seasoned nanny is like 40 plus, someone that's been in the industry for probably 20 odd years. And that's not to say that, I'm not worthy of giving my experience and my knowledge, but I do tend to find that some nannies that are been in the industry a bit longer find it hard to adapt to change. And for me, it means more change within the nanny community. You know, um, sometimes they're quite set in their way on how they do things. And one thing I learned that I kind of learned quite late in my career. When I was starting off, I used to think there was kind of I'm one nanny and I just go to each family and be that one nanny. But as you're in the nanny industry longer and throughout your career, you realize that in every position that you're in, it requires a different version of you. So you can't go in there and say, I'm the type of nanny that's like this and expect it to work for every other family because every family is different. And that's something that I learned within my career because I always, maybe it was my Jamaican background, I just felt like children should always have manners, children should always have respect, children should, always be this way and stuff. And it wasn't until I started like working with different types of families, I realized like, no, children shouldn't be anything but themselves, first of all. And if they don't know manners or they don't know respect, then you can always teach them. Some people grow up quite liberal. Some people grow up where they don't really want boundaries or structures in place. You need to say, okay, well, that's okay for that family to live that way and for that to be their parenting style, but that doesn't work with the way that I parent. They're saying that they can't hear. So Swaddles to Waddles is saying, wait, maybe I can't hear anything. I don't know. Can anyone else hear us on the live, Instagram live?
Can you
Please
all
do let
hear
me
us?
know. Because Swaddle to Waddles is struggling to hear. And I don't know if is that a woman or a man? I don't know. He or she, I'm not sure.
She. It's
She
Christina.
she can't hear us. So I don't know if that's hers or if that's other people's. But yeah. So what I was saying was I learned like over time that you have to adapt to every single family. Every single family is
Someone
very
said
different.
loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Chris,
Hey,
Christina,
Bape. Yeah.
Christina, turn your maybe
Yeah, that
turn
must
your
be yours
volume up.
then, my lovely. Everyone can hear us. Sorry, it must be your internet. But yeah,
Yeah.
but then I find that with the younger nannies, I wouldn't say younger. I think I say less experienced. I'm going to say that because I like to think I'm quite young, and I'm very experienced. But for the nannies coming into the industry, or some nannies that have, how can I explain it? Not matured yet. They're not mature mentally. Um, I tend to find that they have a very kind of entitled behavior. I see this a lot of Facebook groups. I've had a few people complain to me. I'm not sure why, because nothing I can do about a Facebook group, but about nannies in Facebook groups that whine about the parents and like post pictures of certain things that they shouldn't really post and stuff like that. And for me, I feel like I don't know, there's a big divide in terms of knowledge in the nanny community. Everyone has their own way of doing things, but what I tend to find is if you go into a Facebook group and you ask for advice, you're going to get 1,001 comments with loads of different methods and techniques and stuff.
Exactly.
But the thing is, it doesn't mean that one's better than the other, or one works and one doesn't. It's just that's what works for that nanny. And I tend to find that there's a lot of nannies that are younger that are very kind of like quite selfish in terms of, I need to stop saying younger, I need to say less experienced, where they don't feel like their job is to support the parents, which to me is just very bizarre. Because I'm like, huh? The whole point of you being a nanny is to support the
Is
family,
to
not just
support
the kids.
the family. Yes.
Right, the family, and to work with the parents. My job as a nanny is meant to make my mum boss and my dad's boss job easier, their parenting journey easier. It's meant to relieve some of the stresses that they have if they took me out of the equation, right? So I am being hired to fill a void or a need that is needed. So for me to just come in and say, "Oh, I'm just here for the kids," like if you say that as a nanny, you're probably not doing it for the right reasons, because I can't be the best nanny to my nanny children without making sure their mum and dad are good. I just personally can't do that. I don't think it's right. And I think as a childcare professional and a childcare expert, you have to make sure you observe and analyze the whole situation, not just the children. It's the parents, it's the parenting style, it's the philosophies in the house, it's the culture in the house, it's the boundaries in the house, the discipline methods in the house. So to say that you're just there for the kids and not there to support parents is, for me, it's not right, because children, some mothers go through postnatal depression or postpartum depression, you guys call it.
Yeah. We call
And
it postpartum.
I I could not be a nanny in a position with a newborn, knowing that the mother's going through something and not support her. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's that like that just don't sit right with me. So I'm just like, if you're a nanny, you're there for the whole family. You're not just there for the children. So that aspect of things with the less educated or less experienced nannies, I don't really like that. And then with the older nannies, sometimes it's very strict and very authoritarian and very like, children should do this.
It's
Very old school in a way.
it's
Yeah. So
all
there needs to be kind of like a hybrid,
you need to
which is what I
be.
think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit of a hybrid of both aspects. Like I'm really young and youthful, and I can be, really childish with the children, but also I also have the maturity level to come in and support the parents and coach them and things like that. So I think as nannies, I think we should try to be more kind to each other, because some of these comments I see in the groups, I don't really pay attention to the groups, to be honest. But when I have a little dip in and out, I'm just like, you're bringing up someone's child, and this is the way that you think, or this is the way that you're speaking to you're speaking to other nannies this way. And so how are you teaching your nanny children how to speak and respect people that are strangers if you're in a group talking to someone like this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I've even left nanny's group due to bullying. I commented one thing and then they're all like vultures.
Uh,
I said, oh, I can't be in these groups. So I think there needs to be a lot more mindfulness and awareness when it comes to your role as a nanny from both parts, older nannies and younger nannies.
okay. I
Anyways,
want to say something
let's hear
about something
yours.
you said.
Yeah.
Um, I was talking to one of my mentors yesterday, and I was we were discussing the nanny groups and doing nanny mentoring and all that stuff. And the one thing that I want to say is, if I come in a nanny group and I just need to vent, I just need to just that last little thing that hit my plate was so overwhelming that it just tipped everything over. And now I am in just this state of blah. I need to be able to go to my nanny sisters and vent without the
Mm-hmm.
fear of being attacked. Just because I am venting about my nanny kids or my mom boss or my dad boss does not mean that I do not like my job. It does not mean that I am ready to leave my job. It does not mean
Mm-hmm.
that they are always wrong and they always treat me this way. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
between my life stuff, my relationship stuff, the nanny kid stuff, my kids stuff, and then this
Mm-hmm.
last bomb that hit, it's just too much, and I need to talk to somebody because nannying is isolating, and because
Very.
we work alone and are isolated, and I have hit tilt, and I come in and I just start typing. That does not give you a right to jump all over me. It does not give you a right to bully me. It does not give you a right to tell me you need to leave your job. Girl, they doing this, they're doing that. No. Think about if you were in that situation, and think about um, what would happen if you came to vent. And that's all you want to do. I just needed to get this off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
But you come in and you got 50 words for me. And because you are a leader of that group, everybody follows you, follows suit behind you
Yeah.
and jumps on the bandwagon. Yeah, girl, you need to do this. Oh no, you need to do that. Did you even ask, okay, so why are you upset? Why is this bothering you? Why today? I've never seen you in here complaining like this.
Mm-hmm.
Is something going on? Do you need a shoulders to lean on? Do you need ears? Apparently I need some ears to listen to me, but that does not
Mm-hmm.
mean that I'm ready to leave my job. It does not mean that I hate my mom boss and my dad boss. I hate the situation that I'm in right now. That's what I'm hating on. The situation that I'm in right now, because that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if that's what I came in here to do, and I don't think enough to say, I just need to vent, then please don't take it as, girl, go get you another job. Run, Forrest, run. Do this, do that. If you don't have any helpful advice of how I can get past what I'm doing, what I'm going through, please don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
The groups
Stop
are
telling me
meant.
to quit.
Yeah,
The
stop telling
first
me to
thing they
quit my
always say is to
job.
quit.
Girl, you
I'm
better
like,
run.
try and work it out as much as possible. Sit down and speak to
Communication.
your employees. Communicate, communicate, communicate. So if you do decide to leave, it ain't a surprise to your employer because you've tried so many times to try and make it work.
And
I just want to
communicate.
read some of the comments on Instagram. Back and Nanny
Yes.
said, two kind of nannies, those who see it as a vocation and those doing it just as a job till something else comes along. I agree,
Yes.
100%.
I totally agree.
Nanny J Shotwell said, very isolating at times, unfortunately. And that's why we have a community online, which is amazing. Let's
Hmm.
Play and Learn says, I find a lot of people in the Facebook groups always tell you to quit as a solution to your problem. There you go. Just said that.
Yes.
Nanny Announcement says, I think that some nannies forget that we don't have co-workers like our groups and our pages are the only way to vent to our co-workers. Some people don't have people to go home to vent to. Very true. That's a very, very important
Exactly.
factor because this is another thing. Someone said not. I think Christina said not all nannies or all older nannies. I wasn't saying all older nannies. I was saying more the ones that I've met in my career. Once
Hmm.
I realized that they're a bit older or more mature, should I say? Because it's not even down to age. It's down to again experience. A lot of them are very like children should be this way. I don't know. I'm talking about here in the UK. Christina, I'm not sure where you are in the world, but here in the UK, I've experienced that.
She's in
I'm not saying they're all
California.
like that. Okay. So I have not experienced, I've not, sorry, as saying that it's all the nannies. I'm just saying the ones that I've met. And there is some as well that I've met that are very kind of, especially the mature ones, they're very like, oh, just do it, like put up with the abuse and stuff. Where I feel like the younger generation of nannies are speaking up more, which is good because it will change the narrative of how domestic workers are treated in this field. We are classed as domestic workers, and a lot of the time, because we work in people's homes, we get mistreated. We are more prone to passive aggressive comments, to emotional abuse, to verbal abuse. And I recently was talking to a nanny who was saying that the mother questions everything that she says, and every time she has wants advice and she gives it to her, she then Googles what the nanny has said and then tries to challenge the nanny. Now, for me personally, I don't think if that nanny, that mother, had a mature nanny, i.e., someone that was 50 plus, I don't think, I'm not sure that mom would be doing that, because you trying to argue with a nanny that's had 25 plus years experience, and you're a mother with a newborn or a child that's 18 months to 25 years experience, like even 5 years experience. Like, I just personally feel like there's a lack of respect sometimes when it comes to nannies that are a bit younger. I've experienced that, where it's like everyone that I've worked for has been older than me, which is fine. But then when I speak, it's like it's not, sometimes it's not taken as gospel. Now, I don't think so. But when I was younger, definitely, I found that it was more prominent, like more popular in that sense, where you say something to a parent and they're not really trusting you, but they trust you to look after the child very well. But when you're giving them advice, it's like, really? But everyone, I don't know, everyone kind of has their own way of doing things. So I always try to advise parents according to their situation, not what I think their child should be doing. You know, it's more like, well, I've observed this from your child, so I think this may be the best way to tackle it, or to address it, or to go down this route. Because when I do this with them, it seems to work. So I always kind of advise them in that sense. And also venting on Facebook groups, I get it, but I don't. Just because I feel like maybe try and get some nanny friends and keep it within your circle, because sometimes I want to get a second opinion, but sometimes I find it hard when I'm funny about talking to strangers about my issues.
Right.
So I'm like
Because you
going
never
down the
know what you're
nanny.
gonna get. Because you may get
Right,
somebody that's having a bad day too, and then
yeah,
your event plus their event. Oh,
yeah,
well,
just
you should
adds
do
to
this
it.
and you should do that, because they're basing it upon what they're feeling at the moment.
Yes,
So
Nanny
it
J Shotwell said, I'm horrible with communication, unfortunately. I need to learn how to
uh
express when there are problems. We were talking about this recently, weren't we, Jayla?
yeah,
We were talking about this recently. I agree. I think you could be much better with your communication, because what you do, you do what I used to do. You hold it in here, and then one thing will
passive
happen, and boom,
aggressive,
you explode.
passive
You
aggressive.
explode.
That's me.
So
That was just say that used to be me.
yeah, you need to speak on it as it happens, because sometimes when you're silent about something that bothers you, it is silently giving approval for that behavior. Now, if it's not addressed, that other person cannot read your mind, so they're not going to know how you're feeling. I am someone that really struggles with not showing you how I feel. My face will tell you before my mouth even does. Like,
I don't
you will
have a
see it in
poker
my
face.
face.
I do
Listen,
not have a
my
poker face.
face, hey, my face will tell you straight away whether there's an issue
My,
or not.
it goes,
And so it's one of those things where I have to speak on it, because eventually you're going to see that there's an issue. Um, and I always say, oh, could we have a chat afterwards? Once da-da-da's down for a nap or down for sleep, could we arrange a call, or could we have a sit down, just 10 minutes of your time, or whatever it is. And if they're extremely busy and you have to be going through their PA and things like that, my best bet would be to, sorry guys, okay. My best bet would be to send an email. If I can't, if I've tried every other avenue and there's no other way, then I would send an email. But a lot of the families that I work for, I feel very comfortable enough to, even if I'm not comfortable, I will approach them directly and just say, oh, can we just have a quick check-in? And there's a few things that I want to get off my chest, and I just want to sit down and have a chat with you
Yes.
about it, to see how we can move forward. And yeah, I always will do that, because my thing is, if you try your best to find a solution, it's better than just making a rash decision that you may agree with later, you know? I get it a lot. People don't think I know what I'm talking about. Let's play and learn. Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially when you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, fantastic professional nanny. Is that Meeches?
Yes, Meeches.
I love her. I love her
Yeah.
accent. She got like is she Spanish? She got a very like authentic accent. I love it. It's very. I was gonna try and imitate her, but I don't want to offend you, Meeches. But I love her accent when she talks. Let's play and learn. I keep everything to my personal nanny circle. I don't post in groups because there's too much judgment. See, that's really sad, because really and truly, the nanny groups are meant to be where you go to vent, good and bad. Just because it's your co-workers. Our co-workers are children.
Right.
So it's really upsetting that you feel that way, and I feel that way too. Like, I wouldn't personally go to anyone. Now I would, because I've got friends, nanny friends, but before, no. I have posted once or twice in a group just to get some opinions on a situation, but not as to say, what would you do or what should I do? I've never been that kind of person. Jayla said, I'm so passive aggressive. Only because I try to keep the peace, but it'll come out whether I speak on it or not. Yeah, keeping the peace and not speaking out are two different things. So just bear that
This
in
is
mind.
true.
Barrett EMG says we need more male nannies. Hey, we have loads of male nannies. Where have you been? Where have you been? Obviously, there's not more than female ones, but there's definitely a lot of male ones. And Barrett, I've never seen you before, so hi, welcome into the
Barrett.
Nanny
Okay,
Hookup.
so I have some comments over here on Facebook, well, YouTube.
Yeah,
They're on YouTube. Okay,
yeah.
so Christina says, and our spouses or friends don't understand what we go through. So some of these nanny groups, so we go to some of these nanny groups to find community and those who do understand and won't take our
Yeah,
side but speak from experience.
yeah,
Brittany says, I have to agree with you about venting or discussing or finding solutions within your community as opposed to online. However, hard cold facts, if that makes sense. Nothing too deep that will put you and your relationship with your employer in jeopardy. Exactly. And then she said, like 1 to 3 good nanny friends in real life. Yes,
yeah,
you need to find some real
yeah.
life off the off the screen. And if it's going to be on the screen, put it in Messenger so you can talk to 2 or 3 people in real life and get what you need from them.
Yeah.
And then Christina said, I feel like the passive aggressiveness is more commonly found with the newer nannies. Confidence comes with years of experience. The more confident you become in your expertise,
Expertise.
the easier it is to speak to families more openly and honestly. There's less of a fear of offending or being rejected. Yes,
Yes,
and
Christina.
and
Hey,
and less of a fear of being fired too. I don't like what you're
speak on it,
saying. Get out.
Christina. Listen, Christina, I'm high fiving you. All the way, where's she in California?
That's Swaddles to Waddles. That's the same person, just so you
All
know.
right. Oh, so you can hear us now. You can hear us now, yeah? You can
She
hear
can
us,
hear
yeah?
us on YouTube, but she couldn't hear
Yeah.
us on Facebook.
All right.
She said it's
Swaddle,
working
swaddle,
now.
Christina Cass. Right. I just want to say I second that so much. If you was with me right now, just quickly hug you. Obviously, COVID and all that, but I'll give you a hug, because that is so true. I've found the more experienced I've become, I'm like, listen, this needs to be said. Like, the options are they get vexed and get over it, or they sack me. Either way, I've spoken up. Like, I haven't been passive aggressive. I've been honest, and that's why for me, I know some people might think it's extra, but I have a code of conduct policy that I make parents sign and that I sign. And it's basically going to say, it basically says what you expect of me, what you basically are going to get from me as your nanny, and what I expect from you as an employer. Yeah, as an employer, right? And it says open and honest communication is the key to a healthy parent and nanny working relationship. And even when we feel like it might hurt each other's feelings, we still need to be open and honest. That's one of my what would I say, conditions in the code of conduct policy, because I want it to be a thing where they might say things to me that I might be like, like a bit, like, okay, I want to say something, but at the same time, I want them to be able to say, you know what, Charlotte, we didn't like the way you handled this, or you could have handled this a bit better, or whatever. And I want to be able to say to them, oh, when I did this, I felt like you undermined me a little bit, and maybe moving forward, how can we work together to make sure this doesn't happen again, or little things like that. And I want to be able to have those uncomfortable conversations with my nanny family, because it really is sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it is very much nanny working relationship, but a lot of the times you are kind of like a second member of the family. You're like an auntie or an uncle or an extended family
The third
friend.
parent.
The third parent, literally the third parent. So I feel like I encourage those conversations, whether it feels like it's a bit like, whether there's a bit of tension, but once you speak about it, you can hug on it and move on. Like me and my old nanny boss, who I actually saw yesterday, saw my boys. Me and her got on really, really well for about a year. And then after that, we were bumping heads. But in every time that we were bumping heads, we would sit down and speak about it. And it was funny because we'll sit down and we both laugh, and she's like, so we're not getting on again. And I'm like, yeah, what are we going to do about this? Like, what we're going to do? You go first. And then she'll say her part, and then she'll say, no, you go first, and then I'll have my part, and then we'll go back and forth and talk, and then at the end, we'll hug it out, move on. Literally, that was what it was like. And for me, I felt like she was the first mom boss that I've had. No, second, actually. She's the second mom boss that I've had that relationship where we can have a fallout, we talk about it, we move on, no grudge held. And I feel like it takes a lot of maturity to get to that point, and
Yes,
a lot
it
of
does.
self-awareness, because sometimes a lot of people, we work with high net worth people, we work with celebrities, we work with people that have big egos. So sometimes that is very difficult. These people are CEOs of their own businesses, very successful businesses, that have loads of money. So they don't want someone who, to them, not it's beneath them, but in a way, like, you're just a nanny. Like, they might be like, you're a nanny, you're telling me how to be a parent. Like, who do you think you are? I run a multi-million-dollar business. Okay, yeah, but no one cares about that. End of the day, I am a professional in my field. So the same way you're CEO in your field, I am that in my nanny world. So
Hello.
it balances it out. So sometimes, like I said, ego can get in the way, and insecurities can get in the way, and you might not feel comfortable to have those conversations with your nanny family. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can always write a letter, or you can always send an email, and you can say, I didn't feel comfortable to speak to you face to face about this, but I wanted to bring this to your attention. Maybe we can have a sit down after you've read this, so we can talk, or things like that. Someone said, yes, Nanny Sharz. I don't know what I said, but yes.
Well, I think you was talking about having the conversations. Let me go back. Christina said she was one of those passive aggressive nannies, and she sent you some hugs. And Brittany says, yes,
Aww.
Nanny Sharz. and Christina said, yes, girl, yes. I tell my families during the interview, open and honest communication is a deal maker, and lack of is a deal breaker.
A deal
Girl,
breaker.
you need to put
Wait,
that
I'm
in a
gonna steal
post.
that.
You need to
Yes.
put that in a
Put it
post
on
and
a t-shirt.
hashtag it. I know, right?
Yes. Honest
Okay.
communication is a deal maker, or lack of is a deal breaker.
And Christina said, we need to be
Yes.
able to call each other out. We are a team. Girl,
Amen.
she is
Amen.
dropping some gems up in here.
Yo, Christina, do you want to take the seat? You want to take
She
the seat?
she
That's
she
me
on
way.
top of
Huh?
it today. Brittany says,
I love her.
Brittany says, as you become more comfortable within your skin and with families, things are fluid. Fear can really hinder you. Leading with respect, love, understanding, tossing the ego. Exactly,
Yes, Brittany, you
exactly,
want to take the seat?
exactly. I
I
know.
think Christina and Brittany trying to take our jobs,
They,
Angela. What is this?
girl, they blowing it up. You say, Christina
Yo!
said, or at least we should. And
Yes.
let's see. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Uh,
Oh wow. Oh wow. Hold on.
Instagram.
We got a
Go to
lot.
Instagram.
Okay. And Brittany says, win. And
Winning.
Christina's giving you hand claps. Hello, Palmer. How are you?
Hey,
And
Palmer.
this is love. And okay,
She's
hold
so
on.
savvy with the.
I
You need to
have
come
no
teach my
idea.
mum, Angela.
And
She
check
said,
your
check
IG
your
inbox.
IG inbox. You sliding in the
Inbox.
DMs, yeah? Slide in the DMs,
Okay.
girl.
I don't know
I'm
what that
joking. I'm
means.
joking.
Okay, you're giving me life too, Aston. Okay.
Hey.
Hey. But
Literally, twin
yes,
souls.
exactly.
Wait,
Exactly.
Instagram's got a few comments as well, Angela.
Okay, well, you read Instagram.
Bappen said, do you find that tensions often occur when the parents are new first-time parents and the nanny is relatively new to nannying too? Both sides are still learning. Yes and no. And in answer to that question, I think first-time parents, for me, they get a blight because they're first-time parents. When I say blight, I mean they get a pass because they're learning. They don't know what they don't know. So I understand. And with first-time parents, it's very difficult for them because they get all these different books that tell them all these different things. Then they feel under pressure to get everything right. And really and truly, they need to just do what's right for their family. And there might be some methods that work for their family. There might be some methods that don't. But my thing is, if you have a whole expert in your house, your child is privileged enough to have a whole childcare professional expert to themselves, then you need to pick the brain of that expert. You need to juice every single knowledge piece of information gem out of that
Hello.
person and
And
let that
questions.
person be your Google. Let that person be your Google instead of going to actual Google and arguing with your nanny about what's right, because Google did not do the training. Google did not do the experience. Google did not stay up in the nights and do the sleep training and, wean your child and all that stuff, So I think more new parents or parents in general should really utilize their nanny. And sometimes I think they don't utilize their nanny enough. I find that I work very well with parents that ask for advice. The ones that acknowledge that I need help with this. This is tricky. I've tried it. This isn't working. What do you advise? And the ones that listen and take it on board, because I've never had a nanny. I mean, I've never had a parent take my advice and it not work. So for me, I know what I'm saying is right because I'm speaking from experience. And if I don't know, I will happily tell you I don't know. I say I don't want to advise you on that because I know a bit about it, but I'm not 100% clued up in that area. But I suggest some reading materials, some resources, or maybe someone I know that is clued up on that in the area. I suggest maybe have a consultation with Angela because she's really good at, sleep training twins like, or something that I'm not good at, obviously I sleep train tricks, but something that if I didn't know, I will always try to find a solution for the parent. So yes, I do believe that is a case, but also think as a nanny, I'm 16 years in and still learning. We're always going to be continuing to learn constantly. So yes and no to your answer. And I hate to be someone that sits on the fence, but I do find that we're constantly learning. So sometimes it doesn't even have to be the only first-time parents. Sometimes parents that have 4 or 5 kids that are still doing this, questioning you and stuff like that. And a lot of them like, well, I've had 4 or 5 kids. Who are you to tell me? So yeah, it is difficult. But I think,
How
like you
old are
said,
your
yeah.
how old are
Well,
your
then you
kids?
have the whole Me not having children. Who are you to tell me? I had a dad ask me. He weren't someone I worked for, but he said to me when I first started coming on a public platform, he was like, "What do you think?" And he was obviously directing the question to me, and the way I shut him down, yeah, I just was like, "Bloop, mic drop." He said to me, "What is your advice on people that work with children but don't have children but advise parents?" I said, "So you're asking me what my purpose is, because that's what I come under that category. I don't have children, but I've worked with children practically my whole life. And I advise parents." So he was like, "Yeah, like, don't you think it's a bit cheeky for people that don't have kids to speak on kids?" And I said, "No, because you think about it like this: if I've been looking after children since I was 13, I'm now in my 30s, and you become a dad tomorrow, you have 1 day experience. How many years experience do I have? So whether I have children or not, I have experience of working with children, yeah? So my experience should not just be X'd out because I don't have kids. On top of that, there are foster parents, there's adopted parents that are amazing parents. So what are you going to say to them? Because the child's not biologically theirs, they're not a parent, or they should advise people, but they've experienced being a parent and they've experienced looking after children. So do you X out their opinion as well?" And he was just really silent. And I was like, "Cat got your tongue? Oh."
Okay, we have a comment. Christina says, I was told just today, Google is why she hired me. There's there's way too much information, but its lack of personal experience is the experience to back it all up. Now you can Google all you want to, and that father who told you about, okay, so my child, I had him. I had a computer.
Christina?
I had a computer before him. I've been working on this computer all this time. Now here comes my child and says, "Mama, do this, Mom, do that, Mom, do this, Mom, do that." Well, why should I do that? Why should I trust you? I've been working on the computer longer than you have. Well, guess what? Mama, I went to school to get a degree and work with computers. Mom, I have read this book. I've taken that class. What classes have you taken? Mom, you have the hunt and peck. I actually know how to type 90 words a minute. So me taking advice from somebody younger than me, someone um, who has had, even though I have had my computer longer than he has, doesn't mean I know more than him.
Mm-hmm,
Now,
mm-hmm,
as far as you, he has taken all these advanced classes in computers and taken all this stuff. Okay, so I have taken care of children, have taken advanced classes, have taken all this stuff. Just because I'm younger than you, just
mm,
because you may have had siblings, does not mean that you still know how to raise a child better than I do. Just because
mm-hmm,
I am the
mm-hmm,
nanny and you think that you have more, I thought my child can't teach me nothing. Hello, guess what? I'm the older generation and I learned from my son. He was the one that got me
mm-hmm,
straight with
mm-hmm,
my YouTube channel. He was the one of, Mama, you need to do
mm,
this. Mama, you need to put this over here. You need to post this. No, that's not what you need to post. This is what you need to post. Add this to it. This will get you more likes. This will get you more this. So listening to someone uh, who I know, love, and trust, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it your way. See what happens.
But do you think you listen because
So
you trust him?
I trust him. I trust
But some
him.
parents don't trust us though.
Yeah, and the thing
That's the
about it,
thing. We're
I get
strangers in the home.
nervous.
So
They are first time parents. I have found they are more nervous than anything. Is she telling me the right thing? It's not
mm,
that I don't trust you, because I
mm,
trusted you enough to bring you into my home because this is
yeah,
my most precious asset. But
yeah.
I still think they have a trust issue with about their judgment. Okay, should I do this or should I not? Let
Or
me
the
see what let
advice
me see
that's
what
out
Google
there.
let me see what Google says. Let me see what this person says. And then they got mom, dad, their friends, everybody else whispering in their ears.
Mother-in-law.
Yes, but it's old school. A lot of it's old school. The baby falling asleep in the swing. Okay, well, we know now that's not good. But old school will say, girl, put him in the swing. Let him swing. Let him rock himself to sleep. Girl, put him over here. Bring him here. Let me rock him to sleep for you. No, we don't want that. We don't want him rocked to sleep. We want to be able to put him down and let him self-soothe so he can put himself to sleep. New school. So sometimes these old school things that we know interfere with the new school things that will accomplish a whole lot more. So we have to let
Angela, what's
go
your
of
opinion?
what?
I want to ask your opinion on the whole young, not even young. I need to stop saying young. Less experienced nannies and the more seasoned nannies, generational
Well,
nannies.
I
What's
think
your
that we can learn
experience on
from
that?
each other. I,
Yeah,
I honestly think we can learn from each other because um, I'm from the old school of, swallowing with the blanket and taking, that bald spot on the head, that flat spot. We rub our kids' heads. Now that still works, but we believe that rubbing our kids' heads will keep that flat spot from coming up there, and it works. But also, let's try tummy time so the baby can strengthen his neck so he won't be on his back because he's gonna be on his back enough sleeping. We need him on his
yeah.
tummy, turning his head from side to side. That way, he won't
Building the
end up
muscles in the neck.
right. We won't end up with a
Mm-hmm.
flat spot because he'll be able to turn his head over from side to side, and it won't get. You have one big hijack part over here, and this part leaning low, so your baby's head will be like this. We
Lopsided.
don't want that. And then when it gets to a point, you can't do anything with it. Then they get the helmet. Well, we could have avoided the helmet
Helmet.
because back in the day we ain't had no helmet. What's a helmet?
Back in the day, your
Back
South come
and
out, your
that
country
and that
came out. Back
my
in the day,
my country came out. Yes, it did. We
country,
we
country.
we rubbed the baby's head and rubbed the baby's head, and we
Rub
kept
his
rubbing.
head.
That's right. We rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. So,
Rub, rub.
more you talk, the more country come out of me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
I love it. Rub his
But
head.
but
No.
but the thing about it is, I think that we can both learn from each other.
Definitely.
Some of the old school methods still work, and some of them
Yeah.
work better than like the best teething ring to me is a cold carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Get that baby that carrot and let them just chew. They
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time they will suck the juice out of the carrot, which is good for them,
Nutrients.
nutrients, good for the eyes, that beta carotene, all that good stuff, vitamins, nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what brought my son.
Vitamins.
My son was 12 months old, didn't have teeth. I took him to the dentist to make sure that he was born with some. I was like, he has no teeth. What's going on? Doctor told me to give him some cold carrots. Now my son's pediatrician. I was 22 when I had him. My son's pediatrician
Was
was
that your
like
first child?
in his that was my first child. He was in his 50s. And he said, give him a cold carrot. I'm like, a cold carrot? What the?
Cold
So
carrot.
I went home, put the carrot in the freezer, gave it to him. 3 or 4 days later, them teeth started popping in there. I was like,
What?
I can't guarantee it was the cold carrot. I just think it was time for the teeth to
Yeah.
come in. But the cold
Yeah.
carrot worked, and he would gnaw on that carrot. I put him in his high chair, and he sit there and gnaw on that carrot and have fun with that carrot while I cook dinner. And then
Mm.
I just had a whole bag of them, and I just chopped them in chunks this big
Mm.
enough for him to hold on to and chew on, but not big enough where he could just shove it
Soothing
in the
there
back
and
of his neck.
control. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
so
good for their gums as well. They can just, when it's itching, their gum.
yes,
I
and
love, I love seeing my baby's teeth, and they're like, it's so cute.
they safe shot at Angela and bless you.
Oh, thank you,
Uh,
Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh,
When I got
but
off last week, me and Rob were on the phone for like an hour and a half.
Oh, about the sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally. He's so
okay.
sweet. I love Rob. Christina, what she
Chris,
say?
Chris says,
Preach
preach
it,
it. To,
Shards. We may not have our own, but we've been a parent to so many. Very true. Very,
yes,
very true.
so many,
Very, very
so
true.
many. I totally,
Don't X
totally
out
agree.
my experience. That's what I say
That's
to a lot of
right.
parents. Just because I'm not a parent, don't don't undermine my experience because I put a lot of work into my career. So
That's where I learned I started at 11 and I started with babies. I had a 21-month-old and a 9-month-old. That I started out with, and that's how I learned about babies, and that's how I learned
mm,
this is the age that I like. I took care of older kids,
yeah,
but I like the babies and the toddlers. I like the
that's me.
aha moments. I like them
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, when
I love everything
they
about it.
they get to they learn how to walk and the potty training and the I mean, and it's difficult times doing throughout that, but when they get it, it's like, yes, they got
Yeah,
it.
it's the best
And
feeling,
it
isn't
is
it?
the best feeling in the world. Hi Sherry, how
Mm.
are you?
Hi, Sherry. Guys, go check out her nanny cards website
Yes,
and go get
yes,
yourself a nanny card. Okay?
yes. The nanny
Support
cars.
black businesses, support nanny businesses. Okay? So, oh, wait, let me see, because I think I have some of her cards actually. Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. You
Yes,
can keep talking.
I received one from Patsy and I sent about 9 of them out myself. Yeah. She has birthday cards. She has thank you cards for the nannies from the parents. She has nanny from nanny to nanny cards. So yeah, she has a lot of cards. So y'all go and support the nannycards.com.
I
And
found
Miss
them.
Shada,
Can you still
she
hear me?
found them, she found them, she found them. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, look. Go check out the nanny cards. I'm in the UK and I got them. So if you're in the US or even in the UK, you can get them. This is them. Let's plug it for her. Can
The
you see it? Hold
nanny
on, wait.
cards.
The
Yes,
nanny
I see it.
cards.
I see
Go check
it.
it out. Let's see. I'll show you which ones that I got. Well, actually, I shouldn't really because I'm gonna get into some nanny friends, and if they're watching this, they're gonna be like, "That's my card, girl. You haven't written it out."
Hold on, I skipped
So
one.
wait, look.
Hold on, I
You get
skipped somebody.
the love stickers. And you get a little
Yeah,
personalized card saying thank you for purchasing with us. How lovely. Look, they've got a Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and a YouTube. Yeah, look at my cards. Great nanny friends are for keeps. That is so true.
yeah, I got
And
one like
then
that.
too many blessings to be ungrateful. I love that. And we have more here. Note to self. A lot of nannies need this. A lot of nannies I notice they lack self-worth and confidence and self-esteem. And the way that you speak about yourself is so important. This one says you
Yes.
are worthy, you are capable, you are beautiful, you are the nanny. Write the book, create the dream, celebrate yourself, rule your queendom. Listen, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Come
So yeah,
on,
go
nanny
check out the
cards.
nanny cards, guys.
Nanny cards roll
Go check
through.
them out.
Come
Check
through.
them out, yo.
All right.
And she's my
Now,
fellow Jamaican sister as well. So hello. I
hello.
love Sherry.
Okay. Christina says you can have the potty training, but every time they learn something that I taught them, it puts another chip in my bag. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Carry your Mary Poppins
Yeah.
bag. Okay, and
Yeah.
Felicia says, I
Hello.
agree. Our investment of time, repeated practice, and studying should never be dismissed. Preach, girl.
Let
Say
them know,
that.
Felicia.
Message.
Let them know.
Share
Message.
message. Okay, and Sherry says, y'all are amazing. Thank you for the support always. You're
We
welcome.
love
Look,
you,
that's what we're
Sherry.
here for. That's what we're here for. We lift each other up. We
For
keep each
sure.
other going.
If anyone else
Oh,
has businesses
and
they want us to
and
talk about,
Sherry,
let us know.
call me. Call me, Sherry. Call me.
You
Call me a
better
mess.
call Tyrone. Okay, no, don't.
No, we don't
Anyway,
want to call Tyrone. We want to call. I want Sherry to call me.
You better
leave,
call
leave
Angela.
Tyrone. Leave Tyrone over there, but because he can't use my phone, so he ain't calling nobody. People
That's
laughing
it.
at us.
The mouse laughing at us. Hi, Montessori Nanny.
Hi, Montessori Nanny. She said she
Everyone comes
laughing
here and laughs at us. They
laughing
always
at
laugh at
us.
us.
Well,
Listen, if we
hey,
make you laugh, that's a good
I'm
thing.
glad that they are laughing because that's a good thing. Laughter is great medicine. Great, great,
It
great
is.
medicine. Okay, so we got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so let's sum up quickly what we're talking about because some of you that just got in. We're talking about generational nannies, so the younger generation of nannies and the older generation of nannies and less experienced nannies and nannies with experience. And basically, we come to the conclusion that we all can learn from each other, okay? And to be less judgmental and support each other. Shard, I'm starting potty training next week. Good luck. If you need any tips, sign up to my mailing list. You get a free potty training guide, or you can just message me and I'll help you out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you got any announcements? You got any announcements, Angela?
Yes, on tomorrow. Well, I won't be cooking tomorrow
On
because
tomorrow.
I will not be cooking tomorrow because I am in Pennsylvania and I have two burners. I made chicken soup on
Wait.
Monday. I made a on the road chicken soup on Monday, and
On the
when
road
I
chicken
tell
soup.
you, it was awesome. I forgot to post it. Oh Lord, I forgot. I'm gonna post it when I get off of here. I'm gonna post the chicken
Yes.
soup. It was oh
Yes.
God, y'all, it
It
was
was.
good.
It
It
makes it
was
so good. I want to slap your mama.
exactly, exactly. That's what I
I
use.
was supposed to say that.
Slap your mama.
Tastes so good, make me want to slap your mama.
Yes, but it was that good. My husband said, "Any more chicken soup? Any more chicken?" I said, "I left you some in the
Oh, listen. That's
refrigerator."
why he's so
He said,
happy.
"Okay,
This is my
yeah."
queen. This is my queen. My queen. Did you see it? My queen. Yeah, because she feeds you good. That's why.
Anyway, so Monday night, I'm gonna have Nanny Kim on the go on Ask the Nanny. I'll be live
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, on Facebook. Uh, yeah, on YouTube and Facebook, and she's going
What
to
about
be
Instagram?
no, we won't be live on Instagram simply
Why?
because well, the last time we tried that, it did not go so well. So we're gonna leave that alone. That's a you
Okay.
and me thing, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to go live with Nanny Kim on the Go, promoting her new book, How to Find the Perfect Nanny. Ask yourself, are you the
Mm-hmm.
perfect nanny?
Of course. Come on.
If you don't know if you
You
are,
okay?
I advise you to watch on Monday. Invite your parents, those who are looking for nannies. She's come out with a new book. It's a digital book about how to find the perfect nanny. I was on a show last night. Guess what I was talking about? How to find a nanny. I
Find a
was
perfect
invited
nanny.
I was invited on the show and I called her, I said, guess what? She said, what? I said, I just got invited to talk on Wednesday night. And she said, about what? I said, how to find a nanny. She cracked up laughing. I said, yeah. I said, you got the
I
wrong
love
one. You need
her.
to talk to her. But yeah. I said, send me the book, girl. Send me the book.
Yes,
So,
yes.
but we will be promoting her, talking about her book, that's her new book that's coming out soon. And if you haven't gotten one of her bracelets, please get one. It's
Yes.
team. It takes a village. That's what it
Village
says. And
leader.
I am a village leader. Yes.
Leader.
So, also,
Yes, speak life.
let's see. I think
Wow.
that's
What
it.
about Ox and Nanny on Mondays?
That's what I
That's
was just
with.
talking about.
Okay, I didn't hear the beginning. I just said you got her on, and
Yeah,
I'm thinking, what's
I
that for?
have her
So it's for
on
Ox
this
and
coming
Nanny.
Monday. Ask the Nanny
When are you
on
doing your
Monday.
cooking show?
I'll be doing it next Tuesday when I get back home.
Okay. And then what about that jam good? Are you going to be making many more?
I am thinking about making some apple butter for
Ooh,
the wintertime because apple butter is just I love it, especially
I've never
in the
had apple
fall.
butter.
It has,
Definitely an
but
American
see,
thing.
I'm going to this year. I'm going to make it my apple butter. Last year I made spiked apple butter, so it had a little liquor in
Ooh.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I'm going to
Do
just
some
make some.
apple.
I'm going to do some
Get it
apple
done.
butter, and I'm going to use instead of my regular seasoning. I'm going to use pumpkin pie spice seasoning in it
Pumpkin pie
with
spice.
yes,
So it's what I'm
yes,
saying.
it's something
Pumpkin pie spice.
punk
That's
pumpkin.
a tongue
Not a,
twister.
yes, just say pumpkin. Punk,
Pumpkin,
pumpkin.
pumpkin
Not
spice. I
pump,
don't know.
not
Anyway,
pumpkin, but pumpkin. That's what the
pumpkin,
pumpkin. That's what
pumpkin,
the kids call it, pumpkin. And I'm like,
pumpkin. No.
yeah. Christina said,
Guys, if
okay,
you found
we
this
got
useful, you know what to do. Drop some love hearts.
yes, you got some
You know, they always
announcements.
drop the love hearts.
What you tell yourself will trickle down to how you see your nanny kids
Yeah.
and what you speak over their life as well. Girl, you
That's
better
right,
preach.
Brittany. Brittany, you need
Christina,
to write a quote book.
and hopefully she don't smack you back.
And then I said, make you smack him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
practically perfect. I love Christina. She is
oh.
funny. Oh my goodness. You need to
Felicia
come on the
says
Nanny
I
Hookup more
am,
often.
and Felicia said I want some jam. Hey,
So yeah.
contact me, Felicia. I got some. I still have some of my cocktails.
Felicia,
Um,
every time I hear your name, I just think, bye, Felicia. I know you must get it all the time.
yes,
But I can't help it. Everything Felicia, I'm like, bye, Felicia.
yes, the jams are
Great
good
for
for
my
gift
gift baskets.
baskets. They are
Mm-hmm.
great for gift baskets. I'm making some apple butter, which is a good fall and um, it's a good fall and um, winter flavor. So it's very good with all of your pumpkin stuff and your apple pies and your apple
Can I do a quick
turnovers.
announcements as well?
Yes, go
Announcements,
ahead.
really. I've been working on a lot of stuff.
Uh
Oh,
oh, they
Instagram
cut
kicks
us
us
off.
out.
Well, keep doing it. We're still on Facebook and YouTube.
But
Keep
we're on
rolling.
Facebook. So,
Let me
I
grab
wanted
my
to say
phone so I can.
I'm working on some ebooks and some other stuff that I can't speak on yet. But just watch out for my page because I'm going to be releasing some ebooks soon or just guides, a lot of guides on how to do things. I get a lot of questions and I keep repeating myself. So if I just can refer you to a guide, then you would have everything in that one guide. Okay. So yeah, look out for that, guys, because that will be coming very soon. Also, with my nannying mentorship, the prices will be going up at the end of the month from the 31st of October. That will be the last day that you can get my mentoring at this price. It will be going up from the 1st of November. So if you are interested in mentoring with me or coaching with me, please, 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 please go on my website, which is www.nannysharz.com and fill out the form or you can book straight away. It's up to you. Okay. So yeah. Or if you have any questions, you can just book a consultation call with me. And you can
You
do
know
that
what I
via the link
forgot?
bio. What's up?
I'm creating a recipes galore cookbook.
Yeah. Yeah. That is gonna have some vegan meals in there.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, I'm researching vegan meals so I can cook one next week.
Yes. Thank you. I made a really good
Welcome.
chickpea curry the other day. And my nanny children actually ate it. I was really shocked. But
Chickpea what now?
it, chickpea curry.
Curry.
Yeah, chickpea curry I made the
Oh,
other
okay.
day.
Okay. I'm gonna find something to make. I promise you. I'm gonna find something to make. Just hold on.
And
We're gonna
guys,
see.
check out this brand, Fitnatics. It's my sister's fitness brand. She's absolutely amazing. She does workouts online. So go check them out on Instagram. Bella at Fitnatics. Her name.
Okay.
Check it
Felicia
out.
says, "You go, Angela." Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I'm telling you all, as nannies, we need to have more than just our income as our income. We need to have
Dreams.
multiple streams of income. I'm
Entrepreneur
telling
in
you,
name.
I have about 3 or 4 going on now, and I'm adding a couple more
Mm-hmm.
because if the job runs out, I still have some backup coming in, and I cannot depend upon one. If I have three or
Yeah.
four different coming in, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be so solely dependent upon one that I can't do without it.
Yeah.
If something
Yeah. I have
happens,
about 6 or 7. So guys, get on it. Like, and that's not
yes,
even me finishing with all my ventures. So
have
at the moment,
enough
6 or 7.
coming in so that you won't have to be dependent upon your one income.
Yeah, yeah. And if you have to leave a job unexpectedly, or you finish a job and can't find one straight away, that money will, you know, allow you to kind of still live within your means whilst you find something. Like recently, I left my job in September and I took a break for a few weeks and I started work um at the beginning of October. So I think I took like 2 or 3 weeks out. But I didn't feel a difference because I had money, because I made sure I had more than one source of income. So that is
Exactly.
very, very important. I'm really big with my nanny mentees. I speak to them on creating different sources of income and helping them because I've done it, and I'm, teaching them. There's other things that I do besides nannying as well. So yeah, I think it's very important to venture out and find other things that you're really good at that you can make money from. Oh, what is Felicia saying? Nanny Sharz, I have some vegan things in the work. You will have so many options. Yes, hello. I love that. Yeah. I'm not like
Yeah.
extreme vegan, like in terms of like telling other people how to live their life vegan. I'm not like that. I'm just vegan for myself. So yeah, I'll be more than happy to see some recipes because I'm always looking for new dishes. So yeah, feel free to let me
Hey,
know.
hey,
I
you know. Okay, so do we
love
have
it.
any more?
Angela.
I think we got everybody. Everybody,
Mm, God.
everybody. Did we get Christina when she was laughing at us?
Yeah, we're always getting laughed at.
Yes, but I love it. I love that we can bring laughter and happiness
Yeah.
and tell the truth, but still say it in a fun way. Because most of the time, jokes that are they're jokes, but they are actually truth. Those are the ones that
None
you
joke.
remember the most.
Yeah.
We love you too, Christina.
Love you
We love you
too.
too. We love you
Thank you
too.
for
We love
joining
you
us.
too. Okay. Thank you all for joining us. If you don't have anything else, Miss Nanny Shards,
No, I just wanted to say, make sure you guys join us here every Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time and 9 p.m. UK time. It's a whole
hello.
vibe, a few things. You get a bit of laughter, you get a bit of banter. So make sure you tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you know any parents, tell them to join in. If you have any dilemmas or questions, make sure you email us at the nannyhookup@gmail.com and we will answer them live for you. So yeah, send some in, send some in, send some in. That's it.
Yes. And if you can't figure out those, you can PM me or Nanny Shards. I've had people in my DMs. Hey, why don't you all talk about this? Okay, and we talk about it.
Yeah.
And if you have any recipes for me for recipes galore, send them in. Send me a
Mm-hmm.
note. How about you make one of these? How about you make this? Or how about you make that? Trust me, I experiment in the kitchen all the time. I have no problem with experiment. Uh, it's been a rough week, but you
Oh,
guys fixed it. Thank you,
oh,
Christina. That
thank
makes me feel so good.
you. Made our day. Thank you for interacting with us and talking to us because you're literally so funny. And I don't think I've
Yes.
connected with her before, but I've seen her around, but I've not had an actual conversation with her. So yeah, it was really nice to
I think you
speak to you
have.
during this time.
Christina is on the committee in the U.S. Nanny Association. I think you've talked to her. That's the
Have
same
I?
Christina.
See, this is the thing.
It's the
No,
same
it's not.
Christina.
No, it's not. Hold on. A picture. I don't recognize
Yeah,
her picture. I'm
you don't
faces.
recognize the picture, but it's the same Christina.
And she got more than one name. Christina, you're gonna have to let me know all your names online because I'm getting confused.
She has the Swaddles to Waddles
Yeah,
Facebook group, and
yeah.
she has Christina Cass.
Hmm. I'm gonna go when I come off here because I haven't got my glasses on as well, and their picture's very small. So I'm gonna put my glasses on and go, oh.
I know her.
I'm so blind.
I
I'm
do the
like,
same thing. I'm like, oh, that's not black, that's blue.
yeah, yeah,
And
literally.
I'm
I didn't
looking
put my
like,
glasses on.
I thought I was, uh, I thought I was the winning hat in the conference. Actually, yes, the winning hat. She
Yes,
won. She won the
I
hat.
know. Okay, yes, I know. I remember now. Her hat was so cool. I was like, she went in, and there was me, my bald head, no hat. I was like, oh yeah, I was meant to wear a hat. I totally forgot.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you
You guys.
all the next time.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.